We now have all the details of the Jalen Ramsey blockbuster trade, and the most interesting thing isn't necessarily the players involved or the cash exchanged, it's that these are not your daddy's Steelers. I'm Kyle Krabs with A to Z Sports, and for quite some time, the Pittsburgh Steelers have had their very refined and defined way of conducting their business in the NFL. This is a team that covets stability like few teams across the league have been able to maintain. They like to draft and develop. They talk about the culture of being a Pittsburgh Steeler, the legacy of this organization. So to see what Pittsburgh has done this offseason really should raise some eyebrows as far as the departure from the norms of what you and generations before you have come to expect from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Omar has had the general manager title since Kevin Colbert stepped down in 2022. And Khan this season is putting the gas pedal down at an unprecedented rate for the Steelers organization. Remember, they traded for DK Metcalf and gave a supersized $30+ million per year contract to a player who had never played a snap with the team. There's no question of DK Metcalf's talent level, but external players coming in and getting paid like Metcalf is something that, Pittsburgh usually has avoided in years past. And I understand why they would then parlay that into signing cornerback Aaron Rodgers, who Steelers have struggled to find a replacement for Ben Roethlisberger, and that includes Kenny Pickett, former first-round draft choice, who's counting is on his third team in as many seasons with the Cleveland Browns after the Steelers, with Khan responsible, moved on from that failed investment. But then this latest trade happened, and Jalen Ramsey comes into the picture and negotiates a raise from the Steelers, and Jonnu comes in and negotiates a raise from the Steelers. Now, there's short-term implications for both of these players, where Ramsey gets the pay bump, Jonnu's on a one-year deal, Minkah Fitzpatrick is the player that's going out, was ironically enough a player that the Steelers traded a first-round draft choice for, but he was in year 2 of a rookie contract when he came into Pittsburgh back in 2019. He's gone on to have a very successful career and do $15.5 million this season. Pittsburgh cashed out for an older, more expensive player, and then another player who they promptly gave a raise to without ever having played a snap. It's a really fascinating departure for Pittsburgh from what you would expect, and it underscores some of the pressure that this organization is under to win with one of the league's longest droughts of winning a playoff game. It's been since 2016 for Pittsburgh, and if it doesn't happen this year, I think the most interesting question to ask is what happens next with you changing the way that you do business in a way that is giving more money to external forces and that money being paid up front. I'm not saying that the Pittsburgh Steelers have mortgaged their future by any means, but it is worth asking the question, what happens if the breakthrough doesn't come? Because you've heard some rumblings about Mike Tomlin and his status with the team amidst this playoff win drought. What does it mean for the quarterback situation and what the Steelers' plan is there? What does it mean for Ramsey beyond this year, who is making it abundantly clear with these chess moves he's making from one team to another that he would like to continue to play for contending franchises? There's a lot of what ifs. And if the Steelers don't have the breakthrough that they are obviously banking on with these out-of-character aggressive moves, it will be fascinating to see who stays on, who gets new opportunities, who goes elsewhere, and if the Steelers will revert back to their standard operating procedure.